Yeehaw!
Howdy, howdy. Oh, actually, one. Sorry. I'll. Hi. I'm gonna be right back. I said I know I just came back from starting the ads, but I have one more thing to do. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about all that. Sorry to you too, Holmes. You know, you were surprised if we didn't leave like that. So, we're back. This is going to be another shorter stream. It's been a busy day. So, I don't think I even changed. I'm looking at my shirt. I'm pretty sure I wore this rocket shirt yesterday. Anyways. Yeah, so... we're gonna be playing some more of the Alphabet Draft Challenge today. I do have a day of bug runs to do, courtesy of Delandros with the 5 gift subs a few days ago. But I want to make sure that's a proper full day of bug runs. No, I just wanted to make sure I knew who gifted the 5 subs, because sometimes I get mixed up there. I was just scrolling down to make sure. I knew it was you, I think. I thought it was you. Anyways. That right there is an obvious bot. Congratulations on your immediate ban. Anyways, what was I saying? Anyways, yeah, since it's been a busy day, and this is a really late start to the stream, I know I'm not going to do a full, like, 4 to 6 hour stream, so I want to make sure that the day of bug runs is a proper day of bug runs. So that's not going to be today. It might be tomorrow. I'm hopeful that the conditions that have led to me being really busy today are not the same as the conditions that are tomorrow, but we'll see. So, yeah, we did our last run. Started off as I think, both Mischievous into a Dusclops into Gorgeist that died to Surge's 4th Mod, which we have there on our little PB line. But the way this works is we're doing 100 typeless attempts in Ascension 2. We drafted 6 letters, S, M, A, N, K, and Y. And we can only run Pokemon that start with one of those letters. So in the lab, that's a Snom. We have a Snom run. We've got Stab Icicle Spear, which I guess is my strongest move here. Come on, I need a low roll on whatever this damage is. And I need to get a 4 or 5 pack or maybe a crit or 2. We can get out though. We can... Shit. Nearly got out. Could have been still not a very good Mon. But that does count as an S run. Speaking of S, there's a Skitty. And that's the only one we can take, so we take the Skitty. I'm gonna start with the Sweet Kiss and then Comet Punch. If I live. Which... Okay, keep hitting yourself and I might have a chance. We get out. Thunder Punch, I'll take that over... Defense Curl. I hope I don't have to run the Skitty. But we'll see. It depends on what these 5 are. If there's any S, M, A, N, K, or Y Mons, we can run those. Finnegan, no. Torchic, no. Meditite, yes, we can run that. Nidoran, yes, we can run that. Togepi, no. So, it's either the Skitty, the Meditite, or the Nidoran. And personally, I think I like the Nidoran. I have to take the adopted Mons. Yeah. That is part of the RogueMon Rivals rule set. Is you must take the adopted Mons, no drafted, or no scouting, rather. Well, I'm going to take the Nidoran. Level 16 Evo, could end up being something good. Brick Break and Skull Bash is a start to a moveset. We also got Needle Arm. Own Tempo is nice, not worrying about confusion. Any status status. Jeez, I'm a little bit cooked today. Don't mind me. Any status that we don't have to worry about is a good thing. I don't like fighting wilds in Typeless because I never know what's out there. So, howdy Preds. I will take that Dolphin Dumper, thank you. Okay, we got some nasty curse segments, so give me Clairvoyance, and if we manage to beat Brock, we'll take a look at those. Nice sketch. Play Rough, that's a good move. Smanky indeed, Gamman 5-2. Smanky indeed. I kind of want to keep Toxic for shed coverage and also just for, you know, the big tanks. I don't really like Skull Bash. I'm going to take Play Rough over Skull Bash. If I need to hit something with a physical move, it can be Brick Break. Preds is one of our competitors in this this challenge. Ooh, I don't like getting flinched. I don't like missing Toxic either. I'm slower, so I'm gonna Toxic here. Parad. Are you still second? Possibly. I know Shaolin was running some runs today. No way. No way the Dustlops has Natural Cure, right? Surely not. Surely the Dustlops doesn't have Natural Cure. Because sometimes the smart AI is smart like that. Oh shit, well, we're dead anyways. I want to check. Did Dustlops... I know it's this guy. No Natural Cure. Okay. Oh, I didn't count that in run, did I? No, because we currently have 0 in runs. There we go. My first in run of the game. I still haven't had an A, which is crazy. Because there's like Abra, there's Archon, there's probably some other Pokemon. None of my letters here, so we can take whatever we want. I'm going to take the Cottony to give the rival a bug. Ooh. Man, this Cottony would be really fun to run. Not eligible for this challenge, but... Oh, you know, it's slow. It's slow. It's not actually that good. Let's see. Nidoran, we can run that. Litten, no. Electrike, no. Yamper, yes. And... Timber, no. So we can run either the Nidoran, which is bad, or the Yamper, which is also bad, but doesn't have Sandstream as a Pokemon that can't handle having Sandstream. So, no, I don't want to look at that Lin that I know is better than both other mons I got. Yeah, we're going to run the Yamper, so this is a Y-Seed. Speed Boost is good for this mon. Everything else about this mon is bad, but Speed Boost is good for it. If we can get an electric move, then maybe it won't be a terrible Pokemon. Maybe. Probably still will be. Give me the Berry Juice and full heal, because I feel like the Berry Juice could help us get one of those speed boosts and before we die. There's the Berry Juice value. I want to see how Razor Leaf does. Bad. Pet the dog. Boom. Come here. Any good seeds so far today? Well, we just started about 5 minutes ago. Ignore the 21-minute uptime. The first about 15 minutes was me AFK. Thank you for the pet the dog team. I'm fighting the Centipool right now, aren't I? And now the Yamper? That's a good Yamper. That's a good Yamper. Yes, you are. Earthquake? Okay. Okay. Hold on, this Yamper might be cooking something. Let me not forget to put on the egg. Okay, not a good miss there. Not a good get hit by dynamic punch there. Buddy, you're... Alright. You know what? It's all for the best. It's all for the best. Alright, Cyndaquil can't take that. Poochyena can't take that. Pikachu can't take that, so I can take any of them. So give me this Cyndaquil. Stab Blast Burn. No special attack. But I'll go for the Stab Blast Burn anyways. I can't run this, so who cares? What about any of these Spymons? Stuffle, I can run that. Shinx, I can run that. Bunnelby, no. Natu, yes. And Frillish, no. So, Stuffle. Stuffle's pretty good. It's just going to need more moves. Shinx. Not so good. And then Natu. Solid for a Natu. But I like the Stuffle. Stab, Tri-Attack. All we know how to do is get more moves. Maybe something that can hit Ghost, Steel, Rock. When I put it like that, I'm a little bit concerned. Also mark this as an S seed. So, egg on. I'm going to toss the iron. Be the potion, paralyzed heal, and antidote. And here we go. Just no ghosts. This is going to probably kill me. No, we're fine. Got a bad thing about this Dunsparce. Ooh. I need a para, burn, something. Or we just dodge all of these moves like an absolute badass. Howdy, Jesus. Welcome in. Down to 6 Tri-Attacks. That is one of our issues, that we only have one move and not a whole lot of PP for it. Hopefully we get something at 12, otherwise I'm just going to have to go straight to the Gatekeeper. Level 12 move is Dynamic Punch. That's Stab. For whatever that's worth. Which is not much, because that right there is a ghost. Alright, well... I'm just going to howl until you use Conversion. Okay, now it's possible. No. Oh my... Maybe it will... I'm trying to think of any way this could go well. I don't think there's any way this can go well. But if he doesn't crit me, then eventually I might be able to out-heal. Thank you for critting me. I would have tried. Oh, man, we're going to be such a good Blaziken. Just need a way to hit ghosts. And we weren't really getting one for a while, were we? No. Alright. Nice try, Stuffle. It was a very nice Stuffle. Brokey, Sprigatito we have to take unless Fomantis is something we can take, which it is not, so we take Sprigatito. Give this thing Solar Beam. Whirlpool? I'll take it over Spore because Spore is illegal. Clamperl, no. Gimmighoul, no. Tepig, no. Capsicid, no. Gogite, Goat, no. So we run the Sprigatito. No choice. It is Skiddo. Oh my god, Stuzo. Thank you for the catch there. Skiddo? No. We're running the Sprigatito. Either way, it's an S run. Its only moves are Self-Destruct and Dynamic Punch, so I don't think the Skiddo is the play. Do I fight Wilds here? With the potential existence of that Skiddo? Let me just see. Let me see if the Skiddo is here. It is not. Well, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Also going to just make sure I'm lurking somebody. All right. Right, we're fighting 5 wilds. Gimmighoul, I can hit that. I got a bad feeling about this. Did you have to get the boost? Is this worth my heals? Probably not, but going forward anyways. You can't be serious, not you again. Okay, but you're truant this time, which is much more convenient. This is a free turn. I'm gonna invest these heals to get this XP. I regret my decision. Gonna do 2 Super Fangs and then a Whirlpool. Quad effective. Rain Dance? I'll take Rain Dance over Safeguard. It's not much of an improvement, but it can reduce how much fire does to me, and it can make Whirlpool stronger. I don't know. This is a pretty bad Sprigatito here. I'm gonna see if I can grab this item. Max Pot. That makes me feel a bit more comfortable using another potion. Please be the truant one. You're not the truant one. Good crit. Massive crit. Okay. This is stupid to use all of these potions. Okay. We got our 5. It only cost us every single one of our heals, except for the max pot we picked up. Correct, Midge. I have no confidence in you winning flying. Sorry. How does this AlphabetMon work? So, if you've seen RogueMon Rivals before, it's kind of like that, except we drafted letters rather than Pokemon for a type. We're running Typeless. And first thing is, if there is a Mon with one of your drafted letters in the lab, you must take it. So we can take either IPOM for A or Snover for S. I'm going to take the IPOM. And then you must run a Pokemon that begins with one of the letters you drafted. It's the same thing where you take the 5-mana Pokemon outside. So, like so. Zigzagoon, Venipede, Frillish, Litwick, and Bronzor. None of these are mons I can run, so we must run the IPOM. And then from that, it's basically just RogueMon, and whoever gets the farthest wins. So far, I believe I'm in the lead with dying to Surge's fourth Pokemon on one of my M runs. This is an A run, so let me increment that. We get 100 attempts. If you do not have any Pokemon of your drafted letters, what letters did I get? I got S, M, A, N, K, and Y. I'm trying to point at them. I'm realizing I'm pointing in the wrong direction. They're over there. Smanky, indeed. Or Skyman, I believe, is another possibility. I need to remember that I want these to all be named acronyms of my drafted letters. So, like, Amskin. Sure. All right, egg on PP Max, smelling salts. Starter pack. You trade your only vowel? I mean, there are some languages that don't use vowels. I'm going to take Pursuit over Starter. Sorry. I'm going to take Pursuit over Recover. That's what I'm trying to say. We don't hit ourselves. Anyways. We got Ponyta, can't take that. Sprigatito can take that, and Flittle can't take that. Must take the Sprigatito, which only has Crush Claw, but, you know, a decent stat spread for it. 2 of its 4 moves are banned. And we're dead to Wing Attack. Or, I take it back, we're dead to Twin Needle. Technically that was an S-Seed. I'm pretty sure if you die in the lab it counts, right? Let me just double check this. If you die in the lab it does count, okay. And that's only if there's a Pokemon with one of your letters, I assume. Otherwise, that'd be really weird. I can take either the Milcery or the Snover. I would be fighting a Dratini. that is something I'm wondering, Stuzo, because I have not been keeping track of anything that died in the lab that wasn't a Pokemon I was allowed to run. Oh, we're screwed. Hold on. Conversion? That was an M run. Death in lab counts regardless? I'm gonna have to check my VOD. That's gonna be annoying. I don't like that rule. That rule is too confusing. Especially because I've been keeping track only by marking my runs that have had one of my letters. That actually completely fucks up my system. I can't take any of these, but I can so I can take any of these for the lab. 100 attempts. 100 attempts. At least last I checked. I don't know if that changed. No, it's still 100. Can't run that. Can't run that. Blipbug can't run that. Panpour can't run that. And Hoppip can't run that, so this seat doesn't count. If all Mon labs are, or if all lab Mons are unselectable, you get to pick one. You can pick any of them to get out of the lab, and then if none of the adopted Mons are selectable, then you reset and it does not count. Which is why I don't like the any death in the lab counts. Centret, I can take that. Corsola cannot take that. Metatite can take that. Ooh. I don't want to fight Corsola with the Centret. What's the alphabet stuff? Well, I'm glad you asked. So basically, we are competing with seven other players. 7 other players. I forgot how many players we're competing against. Anyways, several other players to see who can get the furthest in RogueMon using only Mons whose names begin with one of our drafted letters. So I drafted the letters of S, M, A, N, K, and Y. By the way, that was an M run. Ascension 2. Oh, sorry, I got confused there because I looked over at CZ stream and I answered a question that Broken was asking over there. That is not a question that was being asked in here. I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit off today. Thank you for the gonk, Papa. Petalil, not one of mine. Ditto, not one of mine. Buizel, not one of mine, so I can take whatever I want. Let's take the Buizel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Poro about the lab thing, because I feel like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I can run the Yamask, or I can run the Mischievous. So Yamask is okay. Howdy howdy koala. Also, I don't know if I said howdy howdy Papa, but I'm pretty sure I did. Ooh. Mischievous is really good if it can get moves. I like that it's got own tempo as a physical attacker, so I'm going to go with Mischievous.
Stop talking!
No. Pet the dog? Yes. Hi, Holmes. I know you just settled in, but I'm gonna come over and pet you anyways. I did increment imp, didn't I? I'm just gonna press it one more time anyways, just to make sure. I apparently have undercounted some of my runs, and if I overcount a few, then that's just making up for it. Pet the dog again. I thought I put a cooldown on that. Thank you for the pet the dog redeem. Alright, egg on. Toss the white herb. Starter pack, show me a physical move, please. Thundershock is not physical. I do have some special attack, though. So, there's a case to be made to take that. Nah, give me the reroll chip. I want to go full on physical attack around this. Color change is fine. Facade just makes me... Facade is stronger while I'm paralyzed. This is great. As long as I can actually hit. Vice Grip. I don't see really any reason to take Vice Grip. Other than for PP purposes. I probably should have taken Vice Grip now that I think about it. I'm going to trust in Boosted Facade here. That is a ghost. Hold on, let me trust in Calm Mind now. Calm Mind now. You're going to Sunny Day again, right? Signal Beam's fine. Knock off. Do some work. Okay. Ghost down. That's another ghost. God damn it. Can't get poisoned while I'm paralyzed, so that's all good. Can get killed while I'm paralyzed, though, so... Alright, we gotta pick up some heals. Please. I have 2 item checks left. I need either a paralyzed heal or an HP heal. We don't get one. I'm gonna put on the shell bell. I don't know how much this is gonna help, but best I can do. Oh, that's... Oh my god, the shell bell saved me. Oh, wow. Okay. Gaming. Let's go ahead and put on the egg for this next fight. But I get the feeling I'm going to need that shell bell. Pet the dog again? Oh, you're being spoiled. Being spoiled, pup. Oh, good boy. So many butt pats for you, puppy. So many butt pats. Okay, so let's see if this mischievous can actually get anywhere. Got a bad feeling about this. Got a bad feeling about this. Static. Wait. Oh. Would have evolved into a Basket Legion, got no attack on Evo, but I don't mind being a balanced 530 BS team on like that. We were one level away from getting Scupper Cut, which wouldn't have really helped us. Well, that's a right triangle, it is. Surskit, I can take that. Minen, I can take that. Crawler, I cannot take that. Give me the Minen. High BS team on. Good special attacker. Bad moves. Oh my god, we are not getting out of this. But what if... Blaze, okay. I was hoping for something better than Blaze. I was hoping for, like, Static or something that would, you know, make it suffer for hitting me with a physical or with a contact move, but no, we're just dying right here. Technically, I think Feint Attack was still better. That one, though, did count as an M run. No eligible mons here, so give me the Pachirisu. Dewpider can't run that. Fido can't run that. Growlithe can't run that. Bronzor can't run that. And Geodude cannot run that. This seed is dead. Doesn't count, though, so that's nice. Wild Makuhita in chat if he wants to catch it. It is one of my eligible Pokemon. Howdy, howdy, Chef. Welcome in. Frigivax? No. Lechonk? No. And Grubbin also no, so I can run any of them. Give me the Lechonk. I can give you 500k points. I actually can do that, Papa. In exchange, though, I will require your soul. Nothing here I'm allowed to run, so I can run anything, or I can take anything from the lab. We get out. Any eligible mons here? No. 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 No, and yes! Munchlax! Come on, Munchlax, you gotta be good. You're okay. Are you in a luxury ball? Just by chance? No, you're in a master ball. Which also begins with an M, so... you are Mansky. Like Demansky, but without the dough. Alright, egg on. Ignore the... Sorry, berry just on, ignore the egg for now. Starter pack would be Fairy Wind. I'll take that. I'll take Fairy Wind. It would, Papa, if I could. If I knew how to delete individual messages, it would. I just live in paralysis, huh? We just live in paralyzed land. There's my berry juice. Can I get some damage over time, please? There we go. Thank you, Midge. Howdy, Midge. How are you? Oh, wait, no, you've been here. Never mind. I take back my extra howdy. I'm trying to scam howdies. Why does everybody have Thunderbolt? What is this? What is this and how do I get one? Don't crit. I specifically asked you not to crit. I never asked for anything else. I just said don't crit that one time. What do? You crit. Would have evolved into a Meloetta. So good. Frickin' Paris, man. We got Horsey, Bronzor, Flabebe. Cannot run any of these, so I can take any of them for the lab. Give me the Flabebe. I'm gonna bide here. Look at that bide value. Crazy. Skrelp, I can take that. Lickitung, no. Bonsley, no. Starly, yes. And Clobbopus, no. So, Skrelp. Ooh, oh. I was so excited for it at first when I saw 3 stars, and then I saw that it's actually garbage. Starly? Starly has Stab Barrage, which normally wouldn't be good. And it kind of still isn't. But in comparison, I'll take it. Alright, Egg on Increment S. Starter pack, show me, like, Gust. Twister? No, hardly know her. Give me the HP cap increase. I'm already up against it. It's a big mon to see first Pokemon. Trust in the stab multi-hit move. Okay, looks like I shouldn't trust in that. Trust in the mime hitting itself. Okay. One mon down. Odor Sleuth, this lets me hit Ghost. I'm gonna take it over Nightmare. You trace my Intimidate, that's fine. Stab Odor Sleuth, that's right. We can smell 50% better. Thank you for missing Poison Gas. Level 12 move is not a level at which we get a move. Will-O-Wisp is garbage. I hate this. Can I get some crits? No. At least I have tons of heals. And it looks like Cosmo probably just has bad moves. Massive crit. There we go. Okay. Conversion 2. No. No, I don't think so. Gonna heal up there. Gonna go grab a few items. These, I think, are the 5 stream streak. Max Repel, I can use this to go grab all the items, which is great. Okay. This is gonna save me. Mage, thank you for the pet the dog. That's right, home. It's petting time again. Max Repel, go. Show me Burn Heal. Show me Burn Heal. Show me Black Belt. Damn it. Tried to get it to give me a Burn Heal by saying not Burn Heal. Well, I'm gonna fight this guy. Hope he's got a one that's weak to Luster Purge. Does not. Just gonna spam Luster Purge. Get those special defense drops. And this will at least get me to my Evo before we walk out of the forest. Trumbeak, okay. Well, didn't get a whole lot of speed there. Was hoping for more speed. Got attack, got special defense, which is really not what we needed. We evolve again at 28. I can't fight any more trainers in here. Not with this burn. So just get me out of here. Get me to fighting Brock, please. It's not doing as much damage as I would like. Okay, good crit, good 4-pack. Meteor Mash might hurt. Double kick will kill. What does Trumbeak Evo pool look like? Target BSD of 485. Fifth most likely outcome is Vigoroth. I'm just going to pretend that this evolves into a Vigoroth, alright? Here we go. Varoom. Go for the double kick. Toxic is very annoying because I cannot heal that. And we don't get a move at 16, which means it's a move we already have. Well, I'm pretty sure we're screwed. I'm going to put on the scope lens, give myself 4 crit chances, and see if we can just blast through this Brock fight, but I have my doubts. Gonna need to heal here pretty soon. Or just die to rollout, actually. Hold on, I didn't do my math right. Well, you know, it would have evolved into a model that evolves again. Eventually, it could have been decent. We do have to run ads, but I'm just going to play through them. Again, this is going to be a shorter stream, so I don't want to spend too much time not playing the game if I can help it. I don't know if I counted that as an S run. I'm just gonna mark it. I assume there's some runs I haven't counted, so I might as well overcount. Temple. Nope, I didn't mean to take the temple. It's not one of my eligible Pokemon. Yamask. Yamask is one of my eligible Pokemon. Tailglow Weather Ball could be huge if there was a weather effect. Yeehaw! Thank you, Crossfade, for the yeehaw. Welcome in. So we can run the Yamask. We can run the Mienfoo. What's this one called? Morlo, we can run that. Scraggy, we can run that. And Riolu, we cannot run that. I tried to get R, but unfortunately it was gone before I could draft it. Oh, and it's so good, too. Alright, Mienfoo only has one move, but also has Swords Dance. Morlul. Stab Frenzy Plant. Stab Moonlight. Although Moonlight's illegal, of course. That's a lot of HP, but could end up being something good on like a multi-hit Evo. I think it's either the Mienfoo or Morlul. And I like the upside of Morlul a bit more. Lol. Why is my viewer count dropping when after that one? Alright. If we don't learn any moves over Moonlight, which is not gonna happen because we have to learn moves, we could get some remodeler value. Alright, I am going to fight 5 wilds because I have Frenzy Plant. And that's exactly the kind of move you use when you get to fight wilds. Although, small problem here. If a Pokemon resists Frenzy Plant, it's a little bit less convenient. Thank you, Midge. I appreciate your input. Quad effective. I'm going to go ahead and run away from that. Try one potion. One more potion to try and get a Frenzy Plant kill. Okay. Got one more encounter. That went better than it could have. Level 12 move, Toxic. I will take that over Moonlight because I have to. I'm going to trust Frenzy Plant to kill here. Stab, 150 power move. Or I've just died a Flamethrower. I'm not dead. Everything's fine. How are the letters treating me? I have something to complain about, Poro. And that is the lab. I've heard that if you die in the lab, it counts, even if there's no eligible Pokemon for you to run. And while I understand that, it makes my system of tracking how many runs I've done actually useless. And it also doesn't make sense in the context of the other rules. So, I'd like to lodge a formal complaint. Because, I don't think it makes sense that a lab that you don't get any eligible Pokemon counts if you die in the lab, but it doesn't count if you get out of the lab and there's still no eligible Pokemon. I don't think that makes sense. I feel like if you die in the lab and there's no eligible Pokemon, it just didn't count at all. At least that's my perspective. But I'm just a simple country farmer, lawyer, person. I don't know where I was going with that joke. I have no heals. I mean, if you don't have a mon outside, you can't play the game. But you also played the game as much as you did you died in the lab. That's how I see it. Favoring just dead seeds. Yeah. I have no heals. I would like to at least get out of the forest, so I'm gonna go fight this guy. Okay. Hmm. 27 HP. I'm not fast. I'm just gonna hope I can... There's nothing to greed. I'm just gonna die. We just need to hope for some good luck in these next areas. Big crit. I forgot you had a bug flying Pokemon. That's actually really not good for me. That's probably just me dead. Unless... No, that's just me dead. I'm just gonna Frenzy Plant and die. I think if I crit Frenzy Plant, I could have lived. Anyways, I don't know if I counted that as an M run or not, but I'm gonna overcount if I did. And that's how I'm gonna balance out not counting the lab deaths. But do Bunnelby, Joltik, can't run any of these, so I can run any of them. Let's give the rival a bug Pokemon. I mean, a grass Pokemon. The last comment was that I'm just probably going to be overcounting my my runners to make up for the fact that I don't really have a way to keep track of my my lab deaths as according to the rule. Okay, Slowpoke, we can take this. Sandshrew, we can take this. Wurmple, we cannot take this. It's a for fun loser bracket. Okay, I get that, but, like... Hey, thanks for the Poke Gift. Thanks for a Frozen Ball. I had one of those, this past week, when everything froze. I don't know where I was going with that one. I'm gonna send the Slowpoke. Yeah. I get where you're coming from, Poro. We are still competitive, and so that's why I'm trying to... Even though I'm not going to be able to track as the rules may have intended, although that rule is not specifically mentioned there. Did a lot of frozen balls fall from the sky down there in Texas? Not my particular part of Texas, but other parts, yeah. I want the HP cap increase here. Oh, hey, it's me. So, I know me has no physical defense. I'm going to go for Shadow Punch. Uproar, not over Smelling Salts. Oh, by the way, mark that this is an S run. As a viewer, you understand that if a mon that isn't the letters dies, it doesn't count. Yes, I agree with that. I feel like if you die because you don't have a Pokemon that is an eligible runner, it doesn't count. Feels like a fairly straightforward approach. I am going to take Water Spout, but what am I going to take it over? I think I'm going to take it over Smelling Salts. I definitely want a Nature Mint. This thing is meant to be a special attacker. Hey, Fissure never misses. Fissure's a great move. Hydro Cannon, that's fine. We resist. Double Slap? No. I'm down 13 HP. I think I'll keep going. Static is very annoying. Ooh, I'm now very concerned. I need to heal. I'm gonna use the energy root just to make sure, because I thought there's a decent possibility that this thing was just gonna do enough damage to kill me anyways. Hi, Holmes. Going to use just the one potion. Hope that's enough. I have kept track of the letter deaths. Yeah, that is what I'm doing, or at least what I'm trying to do. Like, you can see my attempts here. I think I started with 18, so... Wait, what? That doesn't math. That doesn't math at all. I definitely had 18 when I started, so... I assume I've overcounted my, my runs by a bit. Alright, Delibird, Mudbray I can run. Fungus I cannot, so give me the Mudbray. Only has Vice Grip, but it also has Sketch if I see Earthquake. Added extra S's, I wouldn't be surprised. I want to do a little bit of move scouting on the lab rival here. Solar Beam, get out of here. Oh, shit. We're fine. I may have miscalculated just a little bit there, but we're not punished. Meowth, I can run that. Turtwig, I cannot. Dratini, I cannot. Corphish, I cannot. And Scatterbug, I can. So it's Mudbray, Meowth, or Scatterbug. The Meowth is pretty good, but what if the Mudbray gets Earthquake? Mudbray is a high upside there. I'm going to run the Mudbray and regret it. Nah, not always bugs this time. Please, I'm trying to get out of here. Thank you. Some people think I took S because of it having like 62 Pokemon and Stantler. They're wrong. I took S for Snom. Starter pack, Powder Snow. No, I don't want a special move. I don't really want to fight Wilds. So give me Potion, Paralyzed Heal, and Antidote. And let's hope for a good sketch target. Just make me normal. Literally any other type. Like, any other move would have been normal. And it gave me freaking Grass from Conspore, the super effective Aerial Ace. It's fine. Stop eating eggs. Why am I not sketching Aerial Ace, by the way? That's such a good move. Level 8 move is Synthesis. I can't take that. Hyper Beam. Am I dead? No, I gave it Stab, Hyper Beam, but we're fine. Thank you for the sketch Aerial Ace straight. Howdy, howdy, Patel. Also, Wild Gorgeist chat if he wants to catch my my current tourney record holder. Not sketching Psychic, not sketching Lock On, not sketching Focus Energy. Level 12 move, Absorb. I'll take that over I'll take that over Conversion. Conspore can be useful for my sketch scouting. I don't know why that was... Oh, Spunk, yeah. So... each letter got drafted twice. Anyways, I can't hit this other than with Absorb, so I'm going to Conspore it. That Paralysis is really bad. Aerial Ace would be really nice right now, you're not wrong. No, don't have Dragon Dance. Oh, that ruins everything. Oh, that ruins everything. Oh, no. Okay, but... hold on. Here's what we do. We Paralyze Heal. We Conspore until we know we're faster than you. I want to sketch Confuse Ray because it's my only way out of this. Wait, no, I didn't want to sketch Dragon. Shit. I messed up there. I got distracted. I looked away from my goal, and I died because of it. Was there anything that had Earthquake? Hold on, let's Look for Earthquake. Route 3, we could have gotten an Earthquake. It's a bit long to wait. What about Bone Meringue? Sort by trainer level. That's also Route 3. What about... Yeah, I should have just drafted Aerial Ace. Not drafted, sketched. Sketched Aerial Ace. Well, try it again. We got Finnegan, can't run that. Sancho, I can take that. Q-Fanta cannot take that. I'm going to sharpen twice. No, I just got an Arrow Blast now. He's throwing. Just don't use Magical Leaf. What a throw. Hi, Holmes. Boy. Oh, good boy. Holmes has redeemed Pet the Dog. Ooh, we finally got the guy. We got the Archon. So we can either run the Sandshrew, this Solosis, this Muna, or Archon. And we're gonna run the Archon. It's not that great right now, but you cannot argue with the Evo pool and the results that we've gotten with Archon over the past, like, week. I think we've had 2 Archon runs get to champ in the past week. So give me the antidote, I think. What do I have right now? I have a heal powder. Yeah. Give me 2 potions and antidote. And here we go. Level 9 move. Body Slam's a good move. I'm going to take that over Volt Tackle because they don't have Rockhead. No, I'm going to take it over Pin Missile because Pin Missile sucks. I'm going to pretend that I'm going to get Rockhead. Oh, by the way, this is an A run. Not to be confused with an Aeron. I'm dead to Hydro Pump. I'm not dead to Hydro Pump. Hold on. I need you to do something that doesn't do super effective damage, please. There you go. Cosmic Power. That's still not great for me. Come on, crit. Dead to Hydro Pump. Dead to Hydro Pump. Would have evolved into a Thunderous. It's fine. It's fine. Not mad. Just disappointed. Vulpix, Yamask, Mudbray. I can take either the Yamask or the Mudbray. I'm going to take the Mudbray. Grab Hammer never misses in the lab. So we should get out just fine. Axew, I can take that. Ralts, no. Pumpkaboo, no. Ghastly, no. And Magby, yes. So it's Mudbray, Axew, or Magby. Take the Axew moves, put it on Mudbray. Mudbray's better, But I've always wanted to get an Axew run going, so I'm going to try the Axew. Now, I can't get an Axew run going when I run it all the time in Dragon, but maybe in Typeless. Alright, egg on starter pack would be Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is really good for coverage. And coverage is, I think, is most important right now. So I'm going to take that over Bone Club. And look at that. Immediate Rock Tomb value. Level 9 move, Howl. I'm going to take that over Sweet Kiss because we currently have bad attack and only physical moves. We're fine. Do I have an antidote? I have a full heal. I'm just going to use that. You go grab these items now and see a Pecha Berry or antidote immediately. Also, thank you everybody for hanging out. I know this is a little bit off my usual schedule as to when I started. And I know I've been a little bit off today. It's been a busy day, so just have been generally frazzled, I guess. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. Alright, here we go. Give me one Howl, then a Magnitude. Level 12 move, Nightmare. Not this time. The crit Brick Break? Come on. Was gonna be a really good Como, but it was gonna be a special attacker, and all we got was... Okay, we got Crap Hammer at 15, Sacred Fire at 21, Bite at 24. We actually were gonna become a really good special attacker. Oh well. That's the thing I like about Axew, is it learns moves every 3 levels. So you can really move cope it. Gacnia, no. Sandshrew, yes. Citadel, no. So give me the Sandshrew. Very tanky. At least we have a super effective Sacred Fire to get me out of the lab. Or just die to Water Spout. Okay, just out of Water Spout. That works too. That does count as an S seed, though. Scatterbug, I can take that. Unknown, the Undraftable, and Swaddle. I can take either Swaddle or Unknown. I mean, Swaddle or Scatterbug. I'm gonna take the Swaddle. I'm gonna try Stab Razor Leaf first. Immediately regret it, go for Thrash and die. Cool. That was another S run. Qfant, no. Stuffle, yes. Shield on, also yes. I'd rather take the Stuffle here. Quad effective stab dynamic punch should get us out of the lab. Can't miss in the lab. I hope I don't have to run this Mon. Meowth, Galarian, I can run that. Spinarak, yes. Corsola, no. Starly, yes. And Swaddle, also yes. The S value is just crazy. Ooh. Ooh, that Spinnerack's really good. Essence, Flamethrower, Tail Glow, Battle Armor. It's going to be tough to not run that. A Galarian Meowth with Levitate, a good special attack spread, and Dazzling Gleam. What are these mons I'm getting? Starly is also there. Swaddle is also there. So it's either the Spinnerack or the Galarian Meowth. Like, Galarian Meowth is a path to some really good mons. I have M. I have S, M, A, N, K, and Y. So I have those 6 letters rather not just S. Also, howdy Kiro. The Galarian Meowth, I feel like it's really good, but it only has the 1 move. Spinnerack has 2 moves. It's got more coverage. It's got Tail Glow. I'm gonna go for the Spinnerack. So this is an S run. I will name this Smanky. Yeah, the weakness of fighting with that defense, also a good point. Egg on. I'm going to fight 5 wilds. I have no idea what's out here, but I know I have Essence and Flamethrowers, so... Oh, look, it's a fire Pokemon. How's Essence do? It does well, and I can't get poisoned. The freaking Focus Band, are you serious? I'm down 11 HP. I'm going to play it safe and use a potion here. You better not have a Focus Band this time. Thank you. 1 more. Honedge, easy Flamethrower. Oh, you actually lived that. Congratulations, you have pretty good special defense. Alright. Here we go. Oh, look, it's me. Well, I know I have Flamethrower, so I want to get rid of that as soon as possible. Not going to take Scratch. Essence, what do you do? Not enough, so I'm going to Tail Glow a couple times. Maybe just 1 time. Yeah, just 1 time is enough. Down 11 HP. I'm going to go grab this item over here. And then this one up here. Was hoping for an Oranberry. Zinc. I'll use a Zinc. A little bit of wasted value on that potion. By a little bit, I mean about half of it. But I can't trust it. I can't trust being down 9 HP. I'm gonna do 1 Tail Glow. Okay, we didn't get confused. Level 15 move, Fire Spin. I'm good with Flamethrower. Zwilus? Now that's a bad matchup for us. You can see how Flamethrower does. Dazzling Gleam we resist. I'm gonna heal now. One more Tail Glow. Flamethrower won't kill from here, but it will put us in position to just finish you off. Okay. I'm down to 2 HP heals. I would very much like to pick up something more. Fairy Feather, Luxury Ball. Use Revenge again. Use it again. Light Screen's annoying. Using my potion. I'm gonna try and take this last fight. I'm not using a potion, no matter what happens. Okay, we're fine. Alright, still have 1 potion left. I would have rather kept more. And technically, I could have. I didn't lose enough HP off of my full full health to warrant healing back up to full health. But that's hindsight. 1 Tail Glow. Dig. I'd rather have E-Speed. Sleep Powder is annoying. I don't have a way to wake up from that other than just to do it naturally. All works out. Show me a heal. Leftovers is technically a heal, but also very much illegal. Alright. We're rocking. I don't have anything I can put on to make this any easier. I just need to hope that I can get through this first fight unscathed. We're gonna be a little bit scathed. And then I want to make sure that I don't have to heal on the counter. So we're gonna go in this. We're gonna Tail Glow at least twice. Amnesia, keep using Amnesia. It's gonna spam Amnesia because it sees me increasing my my special attack. Fire Blast? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, it wasn't gonna be good. We're fine. We're fine. It was a good spider, but it was gonna end up being a not so good spider. Like, we got so little special attack in this 222 BST. Can I help you, puppy? What's up? Hi. Hello. Hello. You wanted your close-up? Hello. So good boy. How you doing, pup? Do you want to go outside? All right, I'll be right back. Oh, if you want to try and run that Galvantula, hold on. There is the seed information. Although, that doesn't really work in RogueMon these days. Ah, I just remembered that that's not how it works. Oh well. So one thing RogueMon could do, I just thought of this, is you know how like Balatro and Sunset Spire, for instance, you can choose to do a seated run. I feel like adding that option, like say you go into the extension options and go into RogueMon, like there would be a little check box for seated runs. You click that, and then when you go here, it would let you or have a tile into to enter the seed code. That too, yeah. I think that would be a good way to do it. Anyways, next. I guess you wouldn't have to enter it in the game. You could just have it be, sorry, where was it? Extensions, options. You just click it and then enter in the random seed in the pop-up window, and whatever tile you step on, that would generate a random seed using, or generate a ROM using that random seed and the setting string for that particular whatever. I actually need to take a short break here, but we will be taking this Makuhita, so marvel at it, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, so about that, I'm back. Also, sorry about that bot. If they join my Discord, I need to make sure to ban them. So that's clearly a bot. It's a good boy. 1 second. Yeah, but it was also, you know, made a week ago, and first message was asking for the Discord, or asking for people's Discords, so... Alright, this Makuhita. Running Makuhita, okay. Or at least we're using Makuhita to try and get out of the lab. I'm going to start with Sacred Fire to get the burn. See how Signal Beam does. Confuse Ray. And then since you put up that barrier, I'm just going to go ahead and keep spamming Sacred Fire. There we go. Return. I'll take Return over Confuse Ray. What do we have here? Pineco, no. Duskull, no. Gumi, no. Bramblin, no. Squirtle, yes. Okay. So it's either Makuhita or Squirtle. And I gotta tell y'all, this is not an easy choice. That Squirtle's not very good. It's about the same as the Makuhita, but will evolve way earlier. But the Makuhita has a really good moveset. I'm gonna go with the Makuhita just because we've already done a lot of M, or a lot of S's. How does decisions? I agree. Yeah, absolutely. I always have trouble deciding decisions too. Alright, egg on, white herb toss. Give me 2 potions and antidote, I think. I don't really trust this mon to fight wilds, which is probably not a good sign for how it's going to do against the actual trainers, but here we go. Don't burn me. Okay. Just need to heal here, and then have this cool off and not do anything crazy. Egg Bomb might be a little crazy. Alright, we're fine. Spit up? Nope. We get moves frequently, every 3 levels now. I mean, that's good. I like every 3 levels for learning moves. And then we evolve at 24 and could hit Primate, which would be great. Everything else would be pretty bad unless we get like a high roll into Gallade or something like that. But one of the reasons I don't love Makuhita, and really most fighting types, is the Evo pool is pretty rough. I'm asleep. I'm asleep and having a nightmare. I'm asleep, I'm having a nightmare, I'm having my accuracy lowered. This is worst case scenario. Sacred Fire, please get the burn. I think we're dead. Got a very bad feeling about this one. Dead to Nightmare. And it would have been a Scrafty, but, I mean, it would have been a really good Scrafty. Not mentioning how Lucha is a good Evo. I mean, I never got to the third page. Would have been learning Fire Punch, E-Speed at 22, Horn Attack, Bone Ring, Hidden Power. It wasn't gonna be good. I did count that M run, though. I am gonna run ads again. I'm gonna play through them again. I should have run them when I got up to help, like I was doing before, but I did not think that far ahead. I see a text message saying that my help is needed. I go help. All right, Baltoy, no. Pumpkabool, no. Scraggy, yes. Ooh, Secret Powers or Ring Grace. Too bad about the stat spread, but like, here we go. We get an instant para. It's fine. 60% chance to para, by the way. All right, Mono we can run. Krabby, no. Wait, Krabby, yes. Krabby, yes. I have K. I forgot I had K. Almanite, no. Yamask, yes. And Phantom. That's what this is called. It's the second time in this that I've forgotten what the name of that Pokemon was. So, Scraggy with bad stat spread, but great everything else. Mona. Very mid. Extremely mid Mona. Krabby. Slow. But Tail Glow and good special attack. But not a great special moveset. Or Yamask. With Drought Crab Hammer. It's not Yamask, I know that much. I don't think he can be the Scraggy. The stat spread is just so bad on Scraggy. So I think it's either Krabby or Munna. And Munna's Evo pool does not inspire confidence. Neither does Krabby's, for that matter. At least Krabby has a couple mons that can evolve again, but there's a lot of really bad water Pokemon. And I think that's what makes water a more difficult type than a lot of people give it credit for. I'm going to go with the Munna because I think it has a better chance to actually do anything. And I'm pretty sure we'll get offered a Rogue Stone after Brock for like 100 HP cap or something like that. Sonic Boom should make it plausible that we... Alright. Never mind then. Wait, where's my... I'm in the wrong streamer or stream deck profile. There we go. That was an Imrun. Welcome back from ads. You missed absolutely nothing. Wimpod, no. Nincada, yes. Toxel, no. So give me the Nincada. Show me Earthquake. I'll take Slash, Sacred Fire, Gust. Start off with the Sacred Fire. Got the Burn, and now a Slash to kill. Alright, so we can either run the Nincada. We must run the Nincada. Got it. Everything else, not eligible. So this is an end run. Wild Gab out in chat if he wants to catch it. I'll throw a ball. Rogue Stone? Why couldn't I get that? Well, I guess I didn't really need it last time because it just died. But, you know, why couldn't I get that last time? Alright, egg on. And then actually berry juice on. Also, howdy howdy Benny. I'm going to... I'm going to fight 5 wilds. And there's no way this could go wrong. After all, I've got a berry juice on. Hi, Holmes. Hi, puppy. What's up? Yes, I did have some chips and guac. I admit it. I admit it. You got me. You got me, pup. I had some food. Can't keep anything from you. Effect Spore? Ah, shoot. I do have the berry juice still. So I might be fine. So that now the berry juice is going to proc here. So I'm not really going to take a whole lot of damage. And I can try to get one more. Okay. Level 10 move, Focus Punch. I have to take it over Spore. It's not particularly helpful, but I have plenty of HP to get back to the Pokemon Center. Don't need to do any poison dancing. Don't even need to take an optimal path, apparently. Alright. Now Viridian Forest. Gonna Sacred Fire this. Anything that I feel like I'm not gonna be able to kill it in few enough hits, I'm gonna start off the Sacred Fire. Unless it's a fire Pokemon, in which case I just guess I get fucked. I forgot to put on the egg. I'm missing out on so much XP here. Never mind. Not missing out on XP if I'm dead. It's the silver linings, you know? That could have been pretty good. That could have been not as good. Next. Brawler, no. Shield on, yes. Choodle, no. Give me the shield on. Alright, what do we have? Smolib I can run. Trapinch, no. Chespin, no. Happiny, no. Growlithe, no. So, it's either Shieldon or Smoliv. And it's not Smoliv. Oh, this thing would be so good if it just had a different nature and moves. And ability. More so the ability than the nature. I meant to say ability rather than nature. 7 defense on a Shieldon, though. I think I'd rather take my chances on getting an ability capsule from Brock. I just really don't trust 7 defense on a Shieldon. 2 quad weaknesses on physical. It's not going to work. This isn't going to work either, but at least I can pretend it will. Rock Slide's not going to do anything. And I'm asleep, so... let me just go ahead and chalk up this S run. Try that Zap Cannon again. Okay, wait a second. We might be gaming. I heal now. Because you don't do very much damage to me. This is a great chance to just use my mirror coats. Because most of your moves are special. And they're not going to do much damage to me. Come on, wake up. Of course, you finally use a physical move and I wake up. And then you finally hit the zap cannon while I'm not asleep. There we go. Okay. Leech Seed, unfortunately, is banned. I need a para-heal. Right now I just have an antidote. Guava, I'm going to toss that. I only have 13 HP. Sorry, I have 15 HP. I have 13 speed is what I'm trying to say. No smoke ball. I do have a max repel, though. Let's use the max repel to go grab these last two items. Rare candy. Not great value there. And a max pot. So... no way to get rid of this paralysis, other than getting hit by... what's it called? Holmes, what is it called? Smelling salts, you're right. Thank you, Holmes. What are you after? Yeah? Hi. Do you not have anything to chew on? Okay, let me see. 1 second. Oh, I will pet the dog before we go outside. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, back up. Go on. Okay. What are we doing? We're fighting a Pichu, and it's not going well. Ooh, that I think is how we're gonna die, is that rolling kick. I'm parafused. At least I can't get poisoned while I'm paralyzed and confused. Although it is a super effective move. There goes my last small heal. I still have a max pot. I'm using the max pot. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and head on to Gatekeeper. Because we're out of everything. Super Fang's fine. We do get out of the forest. Sludge Bomb, massive pickup. Too bad about us being level 13. Could have had an Archon if the RNG had just rolled that way in terms of which mons we got for the abandoned Pokemon. Sacred Fire is probably going to kill me. If this Smoliv had minus instead of Sandstream, could have eventually evolved into a pretty bad Pokemon. Well, next. We got Blipbug, Pineco, Kricketot. Kricketot is the only one that I've drafted in terms of letters, so we take Kricketot. And we indulge in a little bit of Ice Ball. Can't miss it in the lab. Probably would have gotten out faster with the Sludge Bomb, but Ice Ball was more fun. We got Lechonk, no. Lotad, no. Choodle, no. Houndour, no. Scorbunny, yes. So, it's either the Kricketot or the Scorbunny. And it's gonna be the Scorbunny, although there is no although. It's the Scorbunny. It is more of a physical attacker than a special attacker, despite the nature and the moves. I have Stab Eruption. I'm gonna trust in 5/5 Wilds. I also have Hyper Beam, so I feel pretty confident in this 5/5 Wilds. I feel less confident. My eruption power is going down quickly. Gonna use one potion, but no more. No more than one potion. Got one more fight. I can use this berry juice. I think I will. And then we've got quad effective eruption, which should get us an easy 5 that just used one potion and one berry just that we picked up. So, while Electabuzz in chat if he wants to catch it. Level 12 move is Fire Punch. That's a big pickup. I can use that instead of Eruption. Where I think that Fire Punch will be enough, at least. One HP survival with static. That's very annoying. Gonna potion, and I'm gonna go grab these items. Hoping for paralyzed heal. No para heal. We do get an antidote at least. I want to make sure I hit level 16 before I get out of here. That uproar's gonna get me killed. I know you're gonna uproar again, so unless you crit, I'll be fine. Hydro Pump might just kill me. It doesn't, but it comes damn close. Please stop using your best move. You're not smart AI. Okay, Solar Beam, I can accept that. Now I'm dead to Hydro Pump. Would have evolved eventually to a pretty solid Skeledirge. I don't know if I mark this one as an S. I'm just going to make sure I do. Darumaka, Amara, Girafarig. I must take the Amara. Stab Rock Blast, but not much attack. How is this a 3-star Mon? Well, it works to get out of the lab with a giraffe at least. String Shot, no thank you. What do we have? Tadbulb, not one of mine. Trubbish, no. Cyndaquil, no. Krabby, yes. Meditite, yes. So, it's the Amara, the Krabby. Krabby's pretty solid. Or Meditite. I think I'm going to go with the Krabby. Krabby or Amora? It's Krabby. Although, wait a second. Now that I think about it, 10 total PP for our decent moves, and then 35 for pound. It's a little bit less appealing when I put it that way. They're all pretty rough, though. I think I'm going to stick with the Krabby. Well, you know what? Let's give the Amaro a shot. Alright, Egg on, PP up, Rock Blast, use the Zinc because we have no special defense, and then take the Status Cap and Antidote, because it can't get paralyzed. Trust in that Stab Rock Blast a little bit. And dead. Yeah, that's about how that goes. The other mon that I was looking at was the Krabby. Krabby would have evolved into a Dracovish, and a pretty decent one, but that special defense is rough. The PP situation would always be rough on that. I don't think I counted that Krabby. No, it was an Amora. It was an Amora, not a Krabby. Dreepy, no. Shellos, yes. Goldeen, no. So, we must take the Shellos. Goldeen, have Drought. Intimidate? Alright. See if we can survive long enough for this solar room to hit. We cannot. That counts as an S run, though. Honedge, no. Sorry, I meant Honedge, no. Let's not take the Honedge, please. Beldum, no. Impidimp, no. Well, I already took the Honedge once, so let's just take it again to make sure we don't get any shenanigans. And then probably just die to the Beldum. Gonna double team to make sure Cold not hit. And then just get hit by 2 Earthquakes. Makuhita, yes. Minchino, yes. Clamperl, no. Give me the Minchino. A lot of stab normal moves here. And we can't get confused. So we get out of the lab pretty easily. And by we can't pick confused, I mean we can't get crits.
The strong survive.
Stokeworth, thank you for the fire. 4 months. 4 months. I can read. Pichu, no. Waltrel, no. Togepi, no. Kubfu, yes. Kubfu, this is why I drafted you. Hell yeah. Okay. Stokeworth, if you'd like to add a type to the queue, let me know. I know it's gonna be bugs. I'm just gonna write in bug. I'm just gonna write in bug. There you go. Anyways, yeah, we're running this Kubfu. Don't think there's any surprise there. Alright. Kubfu, you shall be known as... Knisum. No, Knimas. Alright, egg on. Give me potion reroll chip. And let's go. Just everything I can flamethrower. I cannot flamethrower that. Good to see how Cross Shop does. Not great. Let's see how Flamethrower does then. Alright, well if you're biting, I can just go ahead and use Poison Powder. And... let you bite away. Ooh, that's a nasty crit. But we're fine. We live. We potion. We move on. God damn it, every time something uses yawn, I yawn. I can't help it. Okay. I'm gonna get put to sleep here. Just gonna make sure to take down this Tranquil before we go. Level 12 move is Constrict. I'm not taking that. Come on, wake up. Wake up. Gotta heal. Please don't use the super effective move. Thank you. Even though its resisted flamethrower is the best move to use here, I have 3 times as much special attack as I have physical attack. Just keep that in mind. 5 more flamethrowers. I would like these moths to be weak to it. Dusclops is not weak to flamethrower, but at least it doesn't resist. 3 more flamethrowers. Level 16 move is Explosion. No thank you. Alright, 4 more item checks. Let me go grab those before we move on to the last trainer. Rare candy. Not the best timing on this, but... You know, better to get it on one of these late levels than get it on, like, level 9. Full Restore is a big pickup. Gonna toss the White Herb. Then last item check. Rogue Stone. I'm going to use this potion so that I don't throw this run. So we just got a Rogue Stone on a Kupfu run. If we can beat Brock, this is running. It's a big runner if we can beat Brock. Hi Kupfu, you're me. Well, I'm gonna flamethrower. Drizzle's really nasty here. I'm gonna go for the cross chop. I need to get your health dropping, so I'm gonna poison. Alright. We're Brockin'. Let me get some good Brock music going here. Also, let me mark this as a K run. Here we go. Everything gets flamethrower. Just trust in our 42 special attack. I have an X accuracy if I need it. Got full restore. Here we go. Howdy, hi, Slammer. Again, just trust in... No, you know what? No. X accuracy. Okay. This is the counter. Gets the flamethrower. Level 20 move. String shot. No. Now everything gets flamethrower. Could have had Mankey. I could have. It's a missed opportunity. No! No, this is bad. Poison powder, please hit. Thank you. These axe drops are really bad. How about you miss a freaking Noctizuka, Brock? And not every single one of these getting the axe drop is crazy. I still have Super Potion. Axe drop every time. This is a roll. I'm so glad I took that I used the full restore there, but I need some massive luck now. That's not my massive luck. What a load of bullshit. What a load of bullshit. What an amazing mom we would have had right after Brock. If it wasn't for the absolute bullshit. It doesn't even have either Compound Eyes or Serene Grace. It just hits every Octazooka. It gets every act drop. And then it had Voltazor if I had an electric move. Glad I didn't have an electric move because I would have used it there. Man. That one hurts. Next. Cherubi, no. Impidimp, no. Bounce Weight, no. So we can take anything we want. Give me the Impidimp. Anything here? Skorupi, yes. Venonat, no. Capsicid, no. Munchlax, yes. Spearow, yes. Alright, Skorupi. Not very good. Spearow. It's okay. Munchlax. It's not that good. But... is it better than the Spearow? Probably. It's better than the Spearow. Now, the Spearow has Flamethrower, which is probably better than anything this Munchlax is going to get. But, you know. We've basically got Stab Scupper Cut because of color change. And things hitting us with fighting moves. Because it's super effective. Just think about it that way. Starter Pack. Thundershock. I got good special attack. I'm going to take that. Am I taking you over Belly Drum or Whirlpool, though? I'm taking you over Belly Drum. I'm a dragon now. Was I ever going to hit Belly Drum? No. I've done a really cool Belly Drum play before in Linkmon. I did Belly Drum Rollout versus Brock, and it got me a win. Other than that, I don't think I've ever hit Belly Drum in my life. Look at this Skull Bash value when people are just not trying to hit me. Don't use Poison Gas, please. Thank you. Facade, that's way better than Skull Bash. Thank you. That is... oh, so appreciated. Mental Herb, toss that. I'm hopeful that I can... hey, look, I've got Stab Thundershock. I also have 10 HP and I'm paralyzed, so... Fairy type now. I'm back to being normal. I mean, nothing I can do there. It's okay. What an awful Evo for a Munchlax. This thing has a target BST of like 540. Hitting 489 is just terrible. I'm glad it died. I don't think I counted that run, though, so increment M. Carablast, yes. Mantike, yes. Shriddle, yes. I can take any of these. I'm going to take Mantike because that jerk ended my run. I've got 2 super effective moves here. One of them doesn't put me underground, so I'm going to go for Infusion. What do we have? No Swirlix or Slurpuff. Either way, yes. Blitzel, no. Dino and Nickit, yes. So, gonna throw the Mantike. I can run the Swirlix. If a flying mon goes underground and puts another Pokemon uses DQ, wouldn't it still be immune? Yes, it will still be immune. But it also makes me take an extra turn, so I could get Destiny Bond in that time. The Mantike is probably the best mon, but I don't like its quad weakness, so I'm going to try and make the little fox work. Level 18 Evo could be something good that gets another Evo afterwards. That 7 special defense is a little frightening, but no quad weakness yet. Give me potion reroll chip. Here we go. Play rough will kill. Bounce will also kill, and I'm guaranteed to not get hit by the sky attack. One more bounce. Down 13 HP. I'm going to use a potion. I'm regretting this choice. This mon's not growing well. Ay, yikes. We got a Teeter Dance. Running out of PP. Level 12 move is Poison Powder. That's technically more PP in multiple ways. Ah, shoot. This is bad. Your Truant. This is less bad. I have 1 PP left for my damaging moves. Go ahead and grab all these items now. Gonna need something to be helpful. Otherwise, it's gonna be hope that the next mon isn't a steel or poison Pokemon with own tempo. Alright, well, we're hoping for those things then. It's a ghost. I'm gonna Teeter Dance first, and then Poison Powder, and then fall asleep, and then die to Spark. Never mind, I'm gonna die to Outrage. Would have evolved into an Absol, so I'm okay. I'm okay. The Mantike. Also, increment in here. The Mantike would have evolved into a Crawdont, which also not great. I'm gonna do a couple more runs. Farfetch, Pharaoh Seed, Lechonk. Can't take any of these as my runners, so I can take any of them to get out of the lab. You sketched my reversal, but I crit you, so we're fine. What do we have? Ponyta, no. Murkrow, yes. Growlithe, no. Goomy, no. Shieldon, yes. So we can either run the Murkrow, which is a balanced special attacker. It's okay. Or the Shieldon. I'm going to run the Murkrow. Give this thing a Naturement to get Spa up, and give it Volt Tackle. And then evolve it into a Zapdos, which I don't think is something you can hit. I could hit Oricorio, or Rotom or Wattrel, or Kilowattrel rather. What electric dark Pokemon are there besides little dark Pikachu guy that gets hangry? I think that's the only one. 2 rare candies? What is this? If this next item is a Rogue Stone, okay. Alright, egg on. Use 2 rare candies. Toss the Iguav Berry. And then give me probably the HP cap increase. Let me just see what my curse segments are. Yeah, give me the HP cap increase. I'm at full HP, so I don't want to use Giga Drain yet. Let's try a Scupper Cut. Nice crit. Gonna Scupper Cut this too. Level 11 move is Moonlight. That's illegal. Cannot take that. Not even for the remodeler value. Don't poison me. Give me that HP back. Thank you for using a priority move, so I don't feel as bad about using Giga Drain. I'm down to 2 Giga Drains, though, so hopefully get more chances to use stuff like Flame Wheel. Scupper Cut. Level 15 move, Smokescreen. I'll take that over Foresight. I'll get a star for it. Apparently, Smokescreen is so much better than Foresight. You get a star for it. It's a big Mon here, Cosmoem. I'm gonna get some HP back before it hits me with that Skull Bash. Yeah, especially with that crit. Alright, I'm gonna use 1 potion here. I probably don't need to. I probably get through this without having to use that potion. But you never know. Wild Pidgey in chat if anyone wants to catch it. Have I counted this Murkrow run, by the way? We're just gonna increment M just to make sure. All right, well, we're Brocken. I think this is our last Brock of the day. Sobble, I know I'm at full HP, but I don't want to risk it. All right, I could put on a Scope Lens, could put on a Lax Incense Bright Powder. I'm just stick with the egg. And immediately die to Thunder. Wait, I'm still alive? I need Thunder to miss. You know, if I put on the Bright Powder. Here's the thing. It's going to see kill with anything other than Thunder, so I'm going to heal. All right. You had Liquid Ooze. Oh my god. I thought it was gaming so hard there. When... It's okay. We're evolving into an Altaria. It's fine. Well, that's what we're gonna. That's what all we're gonna do for today. We're gonna go ahead and raid out. Go raid whom? So many homies. Can only raid one. Anybody doing the alphabet draft right now? Not at the moment. Alright then. I'm gonna raid my buddy Guppy, who is currently doing an art stream. They're trying to do an art stream. I think they're right now they're actually drawing a Pokemon character. What's her face from Sun and Moon? So, we're gonna head on over there, say hi, stick around if you like the art stream, and I'll see y'all later.